What's up, boys?
Welcome back to another episode of... Uy, el Milagro, you have to open it, bro. You have to pretend like you were drinking. Now you have to finish it.
Alright. Keep count on how many beers he got, or he drinks, because...
White Claw this time.
I got my favorite beer. This is my favorite beer, even though my friends make fun of me, because they say it's a beer for stuff that I can't say out loud.
You can say it.
Bitches.
Damn, man.
Alright, we put Elvis in the middle, so Elvis can talk more today, since our fans are saying that Elvis barely talks. So,
spotlight on you, boy.
Pocas palabras.
Oh, hey, man.
DJ, do me a favor and go ahead and lower that. No, you can play it, but let me see.
Let me...
Yeah, go try that.
Que lo tengo aquí en todo.
A ver, que muestre.
La cámara, ¿qué estás escribiendo?
No.
Sin miedo, mami.
Sin miedo al éxito.
Uy,
Sí.
Shout out to my
Thank you, Andres, for introducing us.
shout out to my you know who? You don't know who.
Yeah, of course I know.
Okay, anyways, let's get into it. We're gonna talk about worst first dates. Alright. Since it looks like you already have the topic.
No, I want to hear Elvis's first
My first
bad date, because we need to hear your voice so we can get into it.
A bad first date.
It wasn't with me, trust me.
Who's
that?
Who's that audience member?
That's good. That's how we did with your brother, remember?
Yeah.
And have you ever been on a date with a vegetarian?
Oh, he can be an ace. That sucks. Can we do like Spanish expressions?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, we're trying only one language since our fans are asking for one language.
Come
So,
on.
you know, whatever. Like we go out to a restaurant, and we're looking at the menu, and you know, I order a steak. I ordered first, and then she asked.
Why? Because you're a man?
Yeah.
You're such a gentleman.
And
Are you talking about that one time you took me to Miami and we went to a brunch spot? And we...
Damn, he cheated on me already.
Well, we went to his like, oh, let's go get brunch. First of all, he wanted to take me to a drag show.
oh shit.
He's like, oh, let's go over here.
No,
and then I saw the crowd, I was like...
No.
I mean, it's 2021, I don't hate brunch. But it's not my type
I googled a good brunch spot in Wynwood, and the first one that popped up, it was like the most famous one, and I was like, yo, let's go here. And whatever, we're in the line, and I see a bunch of females and a bunch of dudes.
Okay.
But whatever. But you know, let's just say, you know, whatever. We're there.
Nothing against, by the way, my man.
Yeah. So I'm like, yo, why is this
trying to have
line?
my show canceled in 2
And
episodes.
why do we look like the two most manly men in this fucking line?
I don't know about you.
While we're in short shorts and a fucking tank top.
So I started looking at the reviews, and the best drag queen show with brunch and shit like that. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, yo, Andres, this is not the spot. Let's go somewhere else. So that was the funny story about that.
And then he takes me to another spot. Right? I picked this spot. I was like, oh, there's margaritas, tacos. You know, it's not a brunch type.
Some.
But we can definitely get some margaritas. And then he takes me to some other random spot. The cheapest thing was like $300 in that thing.
God damn.
Wow, bro.
Fucking bullshit, man. What can I say?
I was like, I'm trying to have some.
I like nice spots, bro. What can I say?
Okay.
We left.
Yeah, I mean,
We had a drink.
How much was the drink?
It was like 20.
Ooh, that's a good topic. Most expensive drink you've ever bought. But no, continue with the first.
Yeah, but go ahead with your first date.
So whatever. So she asked for the vegetarian menu, and I'm like, are you vegetarian? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like,
how you gonna handle all this?
and I had to do stuff kind of made about it. And I was like, no. I was like,
Tube steak.
I was like, I just ordered a steak.
Young.
Are you okay with that? She's like, yeah, it doesn't bother me.
Better not.
And it's like, as long as I don't see like blood or anything.
Oh.
And I ordered my shit medium rare. And I'm like, whatever. So the food came out. So it was mad awkward because I'm eating and she's just looking at me. And I'm like, oh, we start talking, and she was cool. But let's
blood
just,
drenching. Right?
so I was like, are you sure you're okay with that? She was like, yeah, it's okay.
Call me Dracula.
She was eating some fucking, I don't know what the fuck she was eating. And that's just to say that's the first and last thing I remember when I was. She was nice stuff.
Those nowadays, that has to be like some of the first questions you ask when meeting a girl. Don't you think?
Yeah, of course.
I don't mind that, you know, obviously vegetarian.
Sit right here because
I'm
they're
the
gonna hear it,
director.
they're not gonna talk.
I'm the director right now. Okay?
Yeah, let him be.
I'm
let him-
the
bro,
director.
It's like the unknown. Listen,
I'm gonna make an
I don't
appearance.
Mind, I don't mind, obviously, because matter of fact, they're doing better. I think at life, that's a really good decision. At the end of the day,
I don't think so.
I think so. I think, you know, props to, for me, props to those people. Props. Because I love me some chicharrón, some morcilla, some, you know? So props to those people. But, if you get offended because I eat meat and you make a whole scene about it, like,
Get
if I
the
don't
fuck
see
out my
blood,
face.
nah.
All I'm gonna say is, how has the world been alive eating meat and fucking doing all this stuff, and now 2020 or 2019 when it started the whole fade or whatever it's called of becoming a
Vegetarian.
vegetarian, and now we're the bad guys.
Because there's vegetarian, what's the other one?
There's a lot of pescatarian,
Yeah, no,
vegetarians,
it's just
vegan,
the
vegan.
Those I cannot stand.
The people, exactly, the people that judge you for enjoying your meal.
I mean, you know what? But I do see that a lot. I think in this country more than any other country, because here those slaughterhouses are pretty tough. Matter of fact, I met someone. True story. She went to the bar, and I asked her, and she was like, "Oh, I work at a slaughterhouse." And I thought, I was like,
Nice.
I was like, "How do you do that?" It's like, "Oh, no, I just pack it." And I was like, "Oh, so you don't see like?" No, I mean, I do see the heads. I see all the blood. And I was like, "Ooh, that must be tough."
No, I've seen it in Colombia. I saw how they killed pigs in front of me. I walked out because like it's something else.
Yeah, how they cry.
But I mean, I'm not.
See what I'm saying? Like,
No,
I'm okay with
I
when they're already
understand.
dead. You know, okay, well, you're dead already. Now you
Exactly.
want
I'm
to
not going and killing them.
Yeah.
I'm just buying the meat. But
A little hypocritical on you, right?
on my end, why?
You said you would never kill an animal. You know?
I never said that. No, I walked out. I didn't kill it because there's people that kill them. But if that's my job, that's my job. You gotta do what you gotta do to survive. All I'm saying.
But there are other options.
Plant.
Chicken?
Still an
That's still
animal.
meat. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Fish.
Yeah.
I mean, there are all these animals.
But then you're cutting down trees. You're cutting down flowers.
we don't need trees.
That I love. Shut the fuck up.
We don't need trees. What do you mean?
Oxygen? Hello?
What are you talking about?
No?
No, we're talking about being a vegetarian. What do you think they eat? Leaves?
Whatever they eat.
No.
The grass.
they eat stuff that doesn't come from animals.
Yes. But anyways, that's a really bad first date. What's your first bad date?
No, I want to hear yours.
No, I mean, first bad first date. It wasn't so much that it was bad. It was just most like the girl online looked. Whew, talking about like a dime
Yes.
something.
De locos?
Oof, una cosa de loco. But once I picked up this person, this was a while ago, by the way. I'm clearing that. I don't want anyone to think.
Yesterday?
Last week, when I picked that person up, it was pretty.
Got catfished.
I got catfish. I mean, it was the same girl, obviously, but those filters, my boy Cool might be using those. Those
Hey,
filters.
King of filters.
King
boy.
of filters, cool.
Hey, but if the females use it, why can't the guys use it, right?
Right now I got a filter on, that's why I look this good.
No, but
No, I feel you. That
That was a
that's
bad
the worst.
first date. I mean, the person actually talked. It was entertaining. We could discuss. But yeah, I was definitely not like. I met this person on Instagram. That's how it was.
Nice.
And then started writing me, actually, believe it or not. It wasn't me. And yeah.
I have 2 first dates that went bad.
Of course you do.
Which was one, if I, well, you know what, I'm gonna talk the worst one. So this chick, my friend calls me and says, hey, I got a friend of mine, she wants a system installed. I do car stereo. And I'm like, okay. So I started talking to her, hey, how you doing? She's like, I got this car and I want to do a little system. I want speakers, radio. I'm like, okay, cool. She sounded fucking sexy as fuck. Like, I'm talking about dime sexy. Like, ooh, damn, girl. She sounds, yeah, I've never seen her. Like, my friend just called me and said, hey, I told a friend of mine that wants a system, and I told her about you, this and that. I'm like, all right, well, I'll put her on the phone. Well, what's gonna save me from the story is I was maybe 17. You know what? Why don't we meet up, have lunch, and we can talk about the car and the project, whatever you want to do. Okay, cool. I'm thinking, fuck, done. I'm at work, and I tell her, hey, I get out of work at 3.
I feel like this is a Herbalife story.
No. I got one of those too. I get out of work at 3, and we can go have lunch somewhere around here. Okay. She drove about 45 minutes.
To come see you.
To come see me.
Or to get her car fixed.
No, because I wasn't gonna work that day.
Okay.
We're gonna go have lunch and meet her and talk about.
Like, are you driving 45 minutes now? What?
Huh? So I'm still at work. She gets to my job, and I tell my boy, I'm like, yo, go say hello, tell her I'm almost done here, and I'll be right out, So my boy goes out, and hey, how you doing? Whatever. I'm still inside. I'm not shaming anybody. I'm not fucking talking bad about anything. Oof, yes. And no. And my boy comes inside and says, Juan.
Comes inside?
No, inside the shop, and says, Juan, she doesn't fit in the driver's seat.
Oh.
And I'm fucking 16, 17. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, why? And he's like,
Why?
So I was like, fuck, what do I do? So I finish my job, clock out, go outside. Hey, what's up?
This is you're traumatized. This is why you like thick girls now, huh?
Cushion for the pushing, boy. So I tell her, let's go to Wendy's because I like.
Wendy's.
Wow.
But that's when Wendy's was good, like because they had the salad bar.
Oh my God!
Remember?
Stop, bro! Stop.
Yeah, no.
You took this woman on a first date to Wendy's.
Wendy's still good, but not for a date.
No. I love Wendy's, but I was fucking 16, 17, and my boy had just made fun of me in front of all my boys from work. Like, damn, this and that, blah, blah, blah. I'm not gonna get into it. In the car, I call my best friend, and I'm like, yo, in about 30 minutes, call me, tell me you had an accident, like in the movies. You blew a tire or something.
Millie did that for me once.
You have to.
Yeah.
Bro, we ordered, we sat down, like 10 minutes go by, we're eating, I pay for the meal.
Wow.
$13.
For both. Back then.
Did you get the 3 for $5?
This is fucking
The 4 for
12 years ago.
No, the
Yeah,
4 for
before Biden ruined it.
12 years ago.
When Obama was president?
And no, I was in like
Bush was president.
10th or 11th grade. Yeah,
2016.
I was in like 12th or 11th grade. And my boy called me. I'm in front of me. Hey, what's up? Oh, good, man. What are you doing? No, here having lunch with a friend. Man, I'm sorry to bother you, but I just got a flat and I gotta go to work and this and that. I'm like, fuck, man. You can't call anybody? No, I already called my dad and my brother and this and that. Fuck, man. And all right, let me just finish lunch and I'll be on my way. So I hang up and I'm like, hey, don't worry, you can still finish.
You can have my fries too. No, that's messed up.
Let me fill your soda.
Let me get your refill before I
Yeah,
leave.
exactly. I'm sorry, I have to go. My best friend just got a flat tire. He has to go to work and this and that. So I left. I went to see my boy.
Honestly, if you were feeling the girl, F your boy.
Oh no, all day, all day.
You better find
I
somebody
wouldn't pick
else.
up. I wouldn't pick up. Yo,
You better find somebody else, boy.
at 2:45 in the morning, I still fucking remember. She left me a voicemail. You're a fucking piece of shit. I drove all this fucking time and this and that and blah 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 blah. Let's just say I never installed the system. I feel bad.
No, but see, in my case, I actually finished. Matter of fact, like, you know, I talked to the person and we had drinks and dropped her off. First and last time I saw her.
Hey yo,
But still, you are just
bad dates.
bad dates.
It's not our fault.
No,
It's not our fault.
I mean it is your fault for falling just for a voice.
That's true. But I mean, I've been watching movies. I'm like, oh my god.
He was probably still a virgin and everything.
Oh, I was until like last week.
Oof.
Oh
Who you lost it to? Do we know her?
No.
Oh, it's still right.
It started blushing and everything.
Yeah, that was my first date.
What about the other day? You said you had two.
Oof.
Is
That
it better?
was painful.
Is
No.
it better?
No, worse because now we're grown. You know, this was a couple of years when Colombia was playing against, I don't know, but we everybody, like all my boys we were at fucking
Simon?
Parrilla.
Uruguay maybe?
I don't know.
Was
I
it a
wasn't
World
paying
Cup?
attention. No.
What's your regular game?
Oh, I don't know.
Probably
I don't
regular
know.
game. If you don't remember, like
I think it was a regular game.
Sí, sí, sí.
Yeah.
Eliminatorias.
Yeah.
And same thing. I see this chick through Instagram, and I'm like, damn, girl. And she knew a couple of people. That's why we started like messaging this and that. And she was like, oh, you should take me to one of those games whenever Colombia plays. I'm like, okay.
She Colombian?
No.
Okay.
And I'm
If you're not Colombian, and that's a good thing to do. That's a pretty cool, not first day, but a cool hangout spot to bring that person. Third, fourth date, or like you're just hanging out with that person.
Yeah,
Bring them
because
to a Colombian
they
game.
get to see your friends.
You get to see
Exactly.
your friends, and that's a good environment.
No, but the way I saw it, I'm like, I'm about to fucking pull up with this dime. I'm fucking shine on all my boys.
Feeling like $100.
Bro, fuck. So she tells me, she was like, oh yeah, I've been dying to go see a Colombian game, this and that. So she texts me her address. I pull up, and she's like, hey, park by here, and I'll come down. I'm like, all right, cool.
She told you where to park?
Yeah. Like, no, that way she, like,
Oh,
she
okay.
knew where I was. No, she just told me, park by the mailbox. That way I know where you're at. Okay. So I park, and I'm just playing games or whatever the hell I'm doing. When all of a sudden, and I look and I'm like,
Este monkey.
yeah,
The fuck are you?
Okay,
How can I help you,
no
sir?
nombre. He was a man?
no. Let me lock my door. I roll down my window. Can I help you? Sorry, I got no cash. No. Yo, I was like, she was like, hey, what's up? Ready for the game? I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? This and that. I'm like, what the fuck? I really fucking thought, like, how can I get away from going to see this game? You know, everybody was already at the place.
That's the worst too, when you're like late.
Yeah, and everybody.
Everybody just looks at you walking by.
Exactly. So whatever.
She was gonna get through that time and it's like,
Exactly. She gets in. I'm like, hey, what's up? This and that. Nice to meet you. Blah blah blah. And we get to the place. I'm still a gentleman. So
Was this before COVID?
Yeah.
Oh, good,
Like
good, good.
2017 or whatever the fuck. And so I grab her hand to walk her to, because in Simone it gets super packed.
Yeah.
You know, so I get to the table, fucking everybody's there. I'm not gonna say that.
No,
say
you
it?
can. That's fine. Yeah.
Juan David is like at the first, then you guys, everybody, and I got this girl by the hand
By the hand.
because we're walking.
Oh my God.
Through the
you
crowd.
put yourself on some situation.
I
You can't
know.
walk.
You were the director.
I was just
She
trying to
can walk.
fucking, you know. and then I get to the table, yo, what up? Me and my friend, this and that, and I was like,
Oh, your friend, huh?
and I
You can't introduce it any other way.
No, I mean, what
Is the girl I'm dating or is the
No,
girl
fuck no.
you know?
No, but just when I saw her, when she came to the window, I was like, fuck. Why does Kalani have to play today? So that was my other first date.
Yes.
Never saw her.
Yeah. So one of my coworkers, he this is like side story, but it'd probably be a really bad first date spot. So they opened up a place over on I Drive, where you can actually go, like it's really intimate, right? So he told me, so oh, I got me and my girl, fiance, no, his girlfriend. Well, they've been together for a while, and he goes, I got us a spot at this new spot, like you good on a jacuzzi, and you start like they serve you beer, and you're just with that person, and you're in a room alone. They bring you chocolate. They have this on I Drive, and I was like, oh my god, I'm definitely gonna do that. I thought me thinking to myself like, gonna do that, but it's like no. But you cannot just take some random girl on the first day because it's like really really intimate. So I forgot the name of it. I'm gonna look it up.
Do you fuck?
You don't. I would never ask that to a
But
especially from his boss.
But is it like public? Like there's jacuzzis? Like
Yeah, but you're in rooms individually.
that's what I'm saying. No. So
Yeah,
it's
you know,
not.
like when
It's
you
not.
go, when you go get a massage. You know when you go get a massage, like the just regular massage. When you go with your girlfriend or your fiance or your wife, whatever. You know they have like couples.
Thank you for putting me more down. I've never had one.
Couple massages.
Sorry, I had to. I'm kidding. So yeah, they put it. So yeah, they do it at this spot. I'm gonna look it up. It's actually it sounds like a great idea. It's just a terrible spot for a first date.
Yeah.
You know?
But I mean, once you're into it like that with the girl, then of course
No, it has to be your girlfriend.
it has to. I mean,
yeah.
you're not just gonna take a random girl.
But I don't think they have sex in there. I don't think it's allowed.
But
I'm just
still-
saying it's pretty intimate. Like you get a yeah.
Still, you, the girl or you won't get intimate. I mean, not after you've been drinking or whatever. Yeah, that's it happens. But not like 4 in the afternoon. Hey, let's.
It's like if you go to a
I'm not looking at
movie
my us talk.
for the first date. It's a bad idea. Because you don't talk for like
It
2.5 hours.
It is.
That's
What
the
if you
worst
do?
spots to
You know what I mean?
No,
So
but-
like, no, for a first date.
But what if you do like dinner, drinks, and a movie?
But like before, like when you were younger,
When we were kids.
you're like, oh, go to the movies for the first date, but then, it sucks because you don't talk for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So like, that's not a very good first date idea.
Yeah, that's true.
Because when a first date you talk, you get to know each other,
Honestly, at first it has to be dinner because now women are so different. I thought, for example, I have a really close friend of mine. I'm not gonna say name. She's a girl. I thought like go karting, going golfing, or going like mini golfing. I thought that's a good.
It
that's
is?
a good. Well, no. According to this person, she says it's terrible.
Why?
I don't know.
Maybe she's lazy.
No, she's not. No, of course not.
Well, for me, one of the first like the now that we're of age.
Yeah. She actually talked about how her first date with someone, he took her to like throw into Max thing and stuff like that. She said that was terrible. I thought it was pretty
Maybe she's not the type of girl that likes to do that type of stuff because I mean,
cool. What she does, that's the thing. But I guess
once
for
she
first
gets
date's not
in,
the-
like once she gets con confianza.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know.
But for me, first date, drinks. You loosen up. I'm not saying get fucking sloppy
No.
like I used to.
Drinks and some little apps.
Fuck funny, bitch.
Drinks and some
You know
little
you're
apps.
right.
Dinner's nice. That's another thing. If you know how to, like, you go on a date with a woman and she knows how to eat, meaning like properly, that's actually a good sign.
Give me an example.
Like, I don't know, you grab your whole chicken and you just, stuff like
Come
that.
on. That's who?
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying
No, I know not me. bitch.
Or like eating wings or like, ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did go, not on the first date, but I did go to like, those, the crack ones?
The crab?
Crabs.
Okay.
crab-
Cracking crabs.
Yeah, there you go. Those.
We still need to check out the new place right here by.
Alright, We're good on first dates. First
Dunzo.
dates
Dunzo.
episode I think 5.